My name is Ilya, and in this video I'm going to go over InVideo and talk about everything good, bad, and ugly with the software, and potentially mention some discounts that you may or may not be able to get depending on when you watch this video and what is available. To start off on a positive note, let's go over the good first. So first of all, their pricing is extremely affordable. It is the most affordable video tool I have seen. At the just monthly price is $20 for the business, $60 for unlimited, and the only difference right now between the plans is this for business you can only use 300 different premium photos or videos per month, and this the number of HD exports per month for business, that is 60. For unlimited, that is unlimited. And if you pay for the year, then the price comes down to actually 10 per month or 30 per month, which is absolutely ridiculous for the number of features and templates that you get. Next, the amount of features they have is pretty crazy for the price that you get. So obviously you can create videos for Facebook, YouTube, Instagram posts, and Facebook. You can do article to videos, and they have a ton of templates. So this is what's hot. Currently, coronavirus templates are hot, but they also have a lot of other templates. As I scroll down, you'll see more and more and more and more and more, and it just keeps going and going and going. Like, they have a lot of templates, and they constantly add a lot more templates pretty much every week or every month. Their team, I'm also very impressed with their team because, one, their support time. If you look here, you'll see that I talked to support a couple of times, talked to their pricing and billing a couple of times, and every time, even on the weekend, I was able to get a response in under 5 minutes, which is incredibly impressive to me. Their support is knowledgeable and knows what they're talking about, so that was great. And their team is constantly working on the product, listening to the user feedback in their Facebook group, and constantly adding new things. Like, they've added a ton of features since the last time that I actually checked out InVideo and decided not to buy it. And I recently took a look at it, and now it is much better and has a lot more features. So I think it is definitely worth it. Next up, they have multiple different edit modes. They have the storyboard, which I call the simple editor, and the advanced editor, which hides a lot of features that I will show in a second. But right now I want to go over their video media library. It is very similar to all the other tools that are out there. You know, I'll look up Mars, there's going to be a bunch of videos of Mars. I'll look up, I don't know, if I look up space, there's going to be videos of space. I'm not sure why this is a video of Mars, but as you can see, a lot of this is Mars. The library is about the same, but the price you actually have to pay to access that library, and especially the unlimited plan, is pretty ridiculous in my opinion. Same thing with music. It is pretty much the same library you get with any other tool. They have, you know, the same filter is happy. I like they have a mute filter, which is basically just an empty song. So instead of pressing mute here, you have to find this and do that. That's kind of a funny workaround that they have here. But let's go into the advanced editor and see what's available there. Alright, so as you can see, there is a lot more things that are available now. On the left side, there are stickers, effects, shapes, and enhancers, and on the right side, I can actually pretty much edit everything on the scene. So I can change the project colors, I can change it to the template, my custom brand, supposedly. I can apply that and it will change the little frame. That looks really ugly because these are not my actual brand colors. And then I can, you know, drag things inside of it, drag the text with the background image, and I can send things to layers, send things to back, or drag things like that, drag things around. So now the video is over the top of everything. Now this is over the top of everything. So it's pretty simple, pretty much a full-fledged video editor in your browser. Not as advanced as Rocketium, but definitely not as simple as Lumen 5. I think InVideo hits that sweet spot right in the middle of those, where you can use storyboard to create a video quickly, but then polish it with the advanced video editor if you want some pizzazz or something cool. So moving on, let's take a look at the stickers. These are basically just animations or little objects or props. They're not as extensive as, animated video software, but they do have a pretty solid amount. The ones that I would assume people would use most is CTA. So call to action, call us, subscribe, no more, swipe up for Instagram stories or Facebook stories. E-commerce, this is for discounts, buy now, etc. Marketing, potentially. But as you can see, they have a lot. There's ratings, weather, music, and you can just pick. So let's say I want to add a marketing one, whatever this is. And some of these are animated. So this one is, for example, animated. This one is animated. Let's say I want something with love. So I just click on it. It adds it to the scene automatically that I can drag it, rotate, do whatever I want with it. So that's pretty simple. Effects are basically just video overlays. You can make it look grungy, retro-y, add some smoke over the video if you really want to. I don't think most people really use this that much. I personally don't see a huge point to it. Like if you preview it, like, okay, that's just a little bit of smoke coming through the video. That could be useful for some things. I personally don't really use it that much. Maybe the snow would be interesting and the hearts would be interesting. Snow for winter, hearts for Valentine's Day. Shapes. This is once again more of an animated video creator feature. You can add lines. You can add solid outline or solid shapes, etc. You can probably use this for little text boxes. If you want to make your own stop sign, I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm assuming you're not gonna use this that much unless you're making an arrow or something like that. Enhancers though are what's really cool. You can change the layout. So one image, okay, one image is a one image layout. Two images, pretty simple, two image layout. Then the three image layout is cool because you can add maybe one, so 1, 2, 3, or like this. So if you have multiple things that you want to show to your viewer, but you don't want to have a bunch of different slides and you want all of it on the same slide, you can do that here. The masks, I don't see a huge use for these masks. They can be useful for changing up the video a little bit, but for the numbers, these could be useful for top 10 style videos where number 9 is this, number 8 is this, and you can use the mask and a little background video to signify that this is the number, but also make it interesting. I love the Twitter and Instagram post feature. So for example, if I want to take a tweet by Elon Musk, I can just click on get my post, and I want it as an overlay for the current scene. This does take maybe 5 to 10 seconds. That's how long it took me the last time I did this. And you can currently only do Twitter or Instagram, but their speed of implementation of new features has been pretty fast. This is taking a little longer than usual right now. Oh, there you go. And now we have Elon Musk's tweet right here. And I know you might be wondering, why is this useful? But if you're creating any type of top 10 video from Twitter, from Twitter content, from Twitter tweets, from Instagram content, whatever, this will save you a ton of time. Instead of having to try to make sure that you screenshot everything properly in the same dimensions, that you have to save it, upload it here, and then move things around. You can just literally just paste in the link and you're done. So that is beautiful. When editing, for example, if I add a media to this scene, which does not have any media, I'll just look up Mars for consistency. What I can do is I just click on that. Oh, actually, I drag this, yes. And then you get to select whether you want to trim it. The fact that you can actually edit it to the 10th of a second is very nice. Lumen doesn't let you do that. Rocketium does. Whatever you want. You can increase the speed, use the full video, and then just press done, and it will have the video in the background. Alright, so that's pretty much most of the good stuff. Now let's move on to the stuff that is not so great. Alright, so the first thing that is not very great is, as you can see, I have a 50 slide video here. And 50 scene, 50 slide, same thing. And if I try to add a scene, I cannot. I have reached the maximum limit of 50 scenes. And they actually recommend having about 30 scenes, but you can do up to 50 if your computer can handle it, which most computers can. The problem with that, though, is if you are trying to, if you read their description on their pricing, and right here it says video duration 15 minutes. You can create videos up to 15 minutes, but that may not be the case. You can create videos up to 15 minutes, but if you're trying to create a fast and engaging video, you can't do that. If each scene is about, 5 to 8 seconds long, then you can create videos about 4 to 7 minutes long. If you want to make a 10-minute video, then each slide would have to be about 12 seconds. And for a 15-minute video, each slide would have to be about 18 seconds because of the 50 slide limit. While that can work for, YouTube, if you're using a lot of background video. So if, for example, I want to, find a video. I don't know why I keep picking Mars. No idea. But let's see how long this video is. This rendering. Yeah, sure. So let's say I want to use this rendering of Mars, and let's say I should drag that here. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to drag that here. I can have a 15 or even 20-second voiceover. Probably 15 would be the longest I would go, honestly. 18 just feels kind of long. But I could have an 18-second narration, and it wouldn't be too weird, right? Let me remove the music or just turn down the volume all the way down. I could be talking about a video of... Alright, I have two medias. I could be talking about a video, and this could be just the background. So I could be talking over, and when people decided to first go to Mars, they had to do a lot of exploration, a lot of research. There was a lot of things we didn't know about. And, we had to analyze all the rocks, whatever. That would work. But if you are trying to do something, with a lot of changes, a lot of different text, then that's very limited. And number two, creating these videos, specifically not this part, but the part where you actually paste in the script and then it starts generating all of the scenes for you, that can take quite a while, especially if you have a lot of scenes. For this 50 scene video, it took me almost exactly a minute of waiting for InVideo to create this video. So that's not too bad. If your computer is a little bit faster than mine, it would be a little bit faster, but you have to be aware of that. Then another thing that I don't like is, as you can see, this is the automatic images that InVideo has picked. Pretty basic. Most of them are images, from what I can tell, and not videos. I believe this is also just, yeah. Pretty much all of them are images, so it automatically defaults to images. And the bad thing is, as you can see, all of these are pretty much one-word sentences, one-word slides. That is because it doesn't have the intelligent AI that Lumen 5 has, where it detects keywords and creates videos, from those keywords, picks videos from those keywords. It just pretty much searches for whatever you put in here. So if you have a long sentence, like if you have just one and you search for it, that's fine. You'll get something, whatever is relating to one. But if you have something like a kid eating oranges and crying loudly, I don't know why, there may not be many results for that. Or if there are, yeah, no results found. Whereas, you could make a video of just a kid crying or a kid eating oranges, and a human would be able to know that, but the computer, since there's no results, cannot put anything in here. Since most of your sentences will be longer, this means that the InVideo automatic video creation feature will probably not be very useful for you. But for me, and I assume for most people, the auto video creation on almost any software is Lumen 5 is good, but I still find myself changing the videos almost every time because I want to have a certain feel to my videos. I want the videos not to be just relevant, but actually tell a story and have a flow. And while the AI can find videos that work with keywords, it may not find videos that work well for the flow. So to me, the auto video creation or auto video and image picking is just, sure, it's kind of cool, but I don't really use it much for any software anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so that's pretty much all of the bad. Overall, I'm very impressed with the software. It's, very useful. As for the discounts, I already went over the pricing. Their pricing is right here, 30 or 60, 20 or 60 per month, excuse me, if you purchase monthly, or 10 or 30 per month if you purchase yearly. They sometimes, keyword sometimes, or interpret that as very rarely, offer discounts on that are even bigger than this. Usually it's a 25% discount on top of whatever you get here, but that link does not always work. So I will drop that link in the description below. If there is not a discount, that means there's no current discount, and you can either wait and hope that there's a discount eventually, or just buy it here. I have no idea when the discount will be available. When it's not available, I'm currently in the process of talking to them. I will update the description of this video if I find, some way of getting a bigger discount for you guys. But if not, these are the prices you get. The only discount you can get would be the purchasing yearly rather than monthly for a 50% discount. So overall, I am very happy with the software, especially for the price that, of the software. I would say that it is actually unbeatable, especially if you pay yearly. Like at $30 per month for unlimited premium photos and videos, unlimited exports. So you can go crazy, and if you're having, creating client videos, you can create a ton of client videos per month. Or if you're creating your own videos, you can create 30 social media videos in one weekend, and then 30 another weekend, and you'll be set for at least a couple of months. So this is very valuable. I highly recommend at least checking it out, because I do think this is a solid piece of software. My only concern may be that they are trying to do a little too much, because it's getting almost as wide as Rocketium, and Rocketium has a lot of features, and Lumen 5 is very targeted, so it's a little easier to figure it out and actually know what you're getting. Whereas here, there's just, you can do social videos, you can do YouTube videos, like long YouTube videos. So that's my only concern, but I bought the software, I'm using it, I plan to keep using it in my business, so I'm not too concerned about that. So I hope this was useful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to answer any of them. I will update the description if I find out anything new about the discount, and I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you very much for watching.